world.
I'm doing it.
Now then, crew, and welcome back to the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel. And I've got Tool Girl Ali on site this afternoon, helping me in the workshop. And with this being Ali's first video, other than putting on a shirt, first video on the channel, I thought, well, we'll do something that's a bit more fun. And I've got fun, he says. You don't know the half of it. We've got a drive shaft here, a half shaft, should I say, being English. And we've got a tripod joint at one end, which we're not going to bother with, and we've got the CV joint at this end here. And the plan of attack, although it could all go tragically wrong, as we found out in the last video which we reported on, we're going to basically remove that CV joint from the half shaft and strip it down, clean all the parts, and then Tool Girl Ali is then going to have a go at trying to get it all back together again. And it should be most fun to watch. Because it took me years to work out how those things went back together. And if she does it in 2 seconds, I'll be so upset. Okay, well, let's make a start. Are you ready?
Yes.
Brilliant. First job, remove the rubber boot. Obviously, you've got to undo those 2 clips. Now, all of this is scrap, so it doesn't matter what we do to it. Hopefully, I won't have to mutilate it to get the CV joint off this time. Okay.
I was just thinking that.
Here we go.
The worst
And it's,
and the
right,
best.
just grab the gloves because you're nearer. So they're one, big ones are mine. They're yours. You get the new box.
This one?
Yeah, because they're the little ones, you see.
Oh.
Mind you, how big are your hands? But they fit okay?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Why, is that a medium?
Yeah, these are small. No, they're extra large, look, because they've got chunky sausage fingers.
It's not always a bad thing.
And got some cold coffee.
And old coffee.
I think there's a fly in it as well. Okay, right.
Extra
It's gone
flavour.
now. Yeah. It's done now. I'm always really wary about getting CV joints off the drive shafts.
So you picked the perfect first shoot with me.
It was either this or work out how teach me how to diagnose a fault on a 4-pin relay, which would be dead easy. So I thought, no, let's do something difficult. Right, I noticed we said we weren't going to bother with the tripod joint, but let's just get it out of the way. So 2 clips to clip off, and that whole thing should just slide off out of the way. Right, side cutters. There you go, Ali.
Thank you.
So if you can snip through those 2 aluminium bands for me, and there's what's left of my little flat screwdriver. Oh man, can't believe I did that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry.
That's all right.
Oh.
Can you get in? Oh, my shoulder just clicked. Can you get in there, all right?
Maybe I need the flat head.
Let's just get
Wedge
the
it
one.
out of
Let's
there.
get the one that isn't broken. There you go. How's that? Is that going to help?
Yeah.
Give you a little kink in it to get your side cutters under. Yeah. Don't worry if you snip the boot, it doesn't matter. Oh, look at that. Bloody professional. Is that all the way through?
No.
Bit more to go?
Yes.
See if we can just wedge it up there for you. Oh, hang on. So you got it. You got it. Well done.
You got it.
You did.
Ah.
Yeah, you snipped it. Good job.
Perfect. Next one.
Okay, next. Do you want me to go under again?
Yes, please.
Because those snippers are a bit of a handicap because
They're all slippery.
they're that and they're a bit broken actually as well. There you
You
are.
guys can see that.
Yeah, one of the ends is a bit short than the other. I'll have to grind them back a bit. Get them both met. Oh, too good. Not going to come out
Switch
of
that
there.
one off, yeah.
There we go. You got it.
Woohoo!
Cool. Right. So now you can pull that boot down. You might want to give it a wedge with the screwdriver again. But it should just wiggle down. Give it a pull.
Oh,
There you go. That's the one.
Ooh!
Yeah, full. Oh, you see, now that's contaminated.
Yeah, it's
When-
got water in it.
You'll see that like in differential units on your 4-wheel drives and
Yeah.
stuff when you've been through water. That's bad. So obviously it hasn't been serviced very well for a long time.
Or ever.
And that was one of my cars. Well done, Andy. Okay. Often like being truthful about the whole thing. Okay. So we'll just give that,
Yeah.
get rid of some of that gunk. And there'll be a circlip under here. And we'll just pop that circlip. Yeah, I'll find my circlip pliers.
Yep.
They'll be somewhere, hopefully.
Where is it? At the end of this? Oh yeah.
Oh, they're in here, hang on.
Oh, the special ones, the ones
Yeah.
that look like fangs.
Right, so can you see, you can do this, so you can put them in there, look. And when you, they can be a bit of a pain because they can jump out, but when you give it a bit of a squeeze them together, it'll pull that circle apart. And you can move it around to where you want to be for ease of use. What I'll do is I'll try and catch it with a flat screwdriver as well, just to help, 'cause sometimes you slip off. Okay, right, so if you splay it,
Okay.
comments are coming again. Right, go again, because that's it. One more.
Where'd it go? There it is.
Yeah, you can move it around to wherever's easiest for you, you see.
Yep. Oh, Jesus.
And I'll just try and get the little flat screwdriver behind it.
Come on.
Maybe some non-bent ones. Hang on. Yeah. Ben must have had them. Oh, hang on. What are these? Try these ones, because these don't have the bend in them. Yeah, that'll work. Give those a go.
Oh.
It's alright. Doing a grand job. Keep going. That's it. Right, we've got it. So now.
And you don't want to break that clip, or?
I don't care. Because you're supposed to use a new one every time.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sorry.
So that's that off. So now, this should just pull off. There we go.
Cool.
So that's not going to go back on because, like I said, all this is scrap. But we'll just get some of the oil off it. There you go. So you've got these big 3 bearings.
Yeah.
I could tell you all about how they work, but I won't bother because there's a video on it somewhere. And that will bore you to death, no doubt. Right. Let's get rid of this boot. There we are. Let's get rid of that. Perfect. Right. So now the shaft's a bit easier to work with anyway, isn't it? Because we've got that one out of the way.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
It was a lot easier.
Yeah, but that's a tripod joint. We've got the TV joint to do now. Damn! Achilles' heel strikes again. Right, some more bands to get rid of. Yeah, okay, same again. Do you want me to give it a bit of a yuck?
May as well.
I'll tell you, sorry, I need to show you my trick. So
Okay.
if we're going to destroy the boot and get them fit a new boot anyway, then you can just get... We'll get told off. Is it sharp? Yeah, it's sharp enough. Get a little chisel,
Yeah.
and you can actually just hammer it, and it'll just cut straight through. Proper hammer, go on. Proper hammer. Whack. Can you do it? Almost, keep going. Okay. You are almost there. You're bloody almost there, girl. I think it's just starting to tear it, but... There you go.
And you just made it look like it was nothing. And here I am going whack, whack, whack.
Right, we'll put it down so it holds this one nice and tight for you, and you can have a go with this one. There you are, same again.
Come
So
on.
it's because the chisel's quite blunt. That's what it'll be. It's not you.
And then here you come and you do it what?
Hey!
Yeah, oh,
Okay,
let's-
halfway.
Halfway. You're not done yet.
Yes! Perfect!
Woo!
Good job. Okay, so that, we can slide that off like we did last time.
Yeah.
And get rid of that. There we go. One boot. Right, stand that upright so you get a bit of a clean. Have a rag. So just remove all the excess grease. I'll hold that for you. How's that?
Thank you.
It really is a messy job.
Oh, someone's got to do it.
There's no doubt. But this one's not contaminated, is it? So it's pretty good.
Nope, no water.
So we're just
in
destroying
here.
a good CV joint for the hell of it.
Haha.
Right. The question now is, how do you get the half shaft out of the CV joint
When we don't have the magic hammer.
when we don't have the magic hammer? Yeah, it's down in Taupo. The magic hammer, the copper hide hammer, is in Taupo, and that will be my go-to tool for this job. And without it, I feel that I'm going to fail. But hey, we'll give it our best shot, right? So the way to do it is we're going to trap this shaft, the half shaft, in the vise, and we're going to use, because I haven't got my magic hammer, we're going to use a bit of soft bar. This is bronze, very expensive actually, and we're going to basically use that in conjunction with a large hammer, and hopefully we can tap that inner race over the circlip that's on the end of the shaft, and then the joint will come off the shaft. If it doesn't, we're in trouble. You've got grease on your head. That's great.
Hey, it's part of the job.
Sure is. It's not makeup, it's real grease. Okay, so we're going to mount this in the vise really, really tight. There we go. So you need some safety glasses, which are just over there, look.
I think you're building yourself up for it.
I am. I'm going to live dangerously, as always. Right, this doesn't always work, so we'll give it a go. You ready?
Yes.
You think you've got more grease on your head now. You think you must be off your gloves. You think you positive thoughts?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
They're oozing out of my head. Oh my god!
Yes!
Hallelujah!
See,
Oh
that's
my
how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to do that, not what the other one did, which you might see on another video at some point in the future where it all went completely wrong.
Oh my
Right,
god.
there's your prize. You hold on to that.
Thank you very much, sir.
You can lose the glasses because we're not going to hammer anything anymore. Ugh, who did the bicep? That must be you. Right,
As
Ali.
you can tell.
Oh yeah. Are you a gym bunny or not?
No.
No, good, me neither. That looks stupid with a little white tail and stuff anyway. Right. Okay.
A little white tail.
Bunny. Classic. Okay. Right, so let's get a close up. Just pulling that joint apart. I'll show you how it works. Perfect. Right. Okay, so the question is, do we have any more rags? No. How does this thing come apart? Well, I'm going to take it apart without you watching. All right, so the viewers can see. You're not allowed to watch.
Okay.
Then we'll clean all the bits up, and then we'll see if you can put it back together.
Sweet.
Is that a good challenge?
I guess so.
I
Challenge
reckon.
accepted.
Yeah, I think it feels like a challenge today. So, as you can see, you can move it around, and because it hasn't got a shaft in the middle anymore, it'll actually go all the way.
Yeah.
All right. So, I need my little flat screwdriver. Where's that go?
Oh, this one here?
That's the one. Good job.
Teeny
Oh, you're a
tiny.
good tool girl. I like this. Okay, so you're not allowed to watch. Oh, you can watch the first bit. All right. So I'll take some balls out. Have we got a tray? No, we haven't got a tray, so we'll just put them on a rag. That'll do. What's left of the rag? Okay, so you can just twist it around and take the balls out. So you can do that. What the hell? You can take the balls out. So you just basically keep moving it until you can take the 6 balls out with your screwdriver. Just chuck them on the rag for now. That's it.
No, it's not going to come up. Oh, there we go.
See how much easier they come out now?
Makes me wonder what we were doing last time.
Sorry, screwdriver. Right.
Oh.
That's it. You want to do it further around?
Oh, okay,
There
there
you
we go.
Bloody good.
There's a nice little bit there that lets you
Yeah.
put the little, you call it screwdriver,
Yeah.
I call it flathead.
Oh. Well, you can call it whatever you like. It's all right, because like people from all over the world watch these videos, and they'll have their own names for stuff as well.
Maybe that's what the viewers can do. Tell us what you guys name this particular tool here.
Yeah.
Well, it's very small, but flathead, screwdriver, whatever it is.
Right, we need some. Oh, there's some brake clean there. Look, if you grab that, that's the pump bottle. And if you want, you can spray some in there. We'll just try and get rid of some more of the grease. That's it. Don't get in your eyes, whatever you do.
You put like a generous amount in there?
You can be as generous as you want, because I've got lots of
Well, maybe we should wear safety glasses.
with you around, definitely. Okay, so we'll just get rid of the bulk of the grease.
Yeah.
Okay, now it is possible to now remove these two inner components. We've got the inner race
Yeah.
and we've got the cage. This is the cage, the shiny bit,
Yeah.
and that's the inner race, because we've got all the balls out of the way, so the whole thing's sort of pretty fluid now.
Yeah.
So see if you can work out how that comes out. And I'm being really evil to you now, because it's not an easy task.
How it comes out?
How does it come out?
It won't come out like that. Where did those pliers go?
Oh no, fingers only.
Oh, fingers.
Fingers
oh,
only.
okay.
Yep. It comes out really easy if you get it right. I am being really mean to you, and I'm very sorry for that, but it's so much fun
Are you
watching
sorry? No. There's got to be a way that's real easy. Upside down?
All right, I'll give you a clue.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll give you a clue. Hang on, let's get rid of that grease for you.
Okay, start again.
Right. So, looking at the cage while I'm cleaning it, what do you notice is different?
Oh, the sizes on the grooves here.
The slots, yeah. Now those bearings obviously sit in those slots, don't they, in the grooves underneath. That's how they get through. And if you look carefully, you'll see you've got two that are large oblongs, and the other four are more like an oval shape.
Yeah.
All right, there's another oblong one there. So all you do is you rotate that around until it lines up with two of the protruding, so not the valleys where the balls go,
Yeah.
but the peaks, and then you lift it out. It took me 7 years to work that out.
And you were expecting me to,
I
work it out.
I just used to, well,
Who knew?
I never used to take them apart. I used to just throw them away and put a new one in like everybody else. But I thought, I wonder how these things work one day. Now, this was a long time ago now, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go.
So it's these two big ones
So
here.
you can try and work out how to get the inner race out of the cage now while I clean this up.
Is it the same kind of...
It's very similar. And don't forget, you're on camera and the whole world can see you.
Hello, world.
So you've got to turn the inner race 90 degrees to the cage. That's a clue.
Just like that.
That's a clue.
Ha-ha!
You got it?
That's
Oh,
basically exactly what we just...
you are awesome. I'm going to give Tool Girl Hannah the same task and see how she gets on with it. She's going to have mental images in the Right, so I've cleaned that one out while you've been doing your puzzle. Now
Cool.
we need some more rags in this place, it's not good. Ben stole all my rags again. Okay, so we'll give those a clean down. So if you grab one of those, give that a clean, get all the grease off. And then we'll have a quick look at it. And then while it's all clean, there's no grease, then I'll show you how it goes back together again. Or you can have a go at putting it back together, actually. I reckon you could do it. With the knowledge that you've got now, I reckon you could easily, within about 60 seconds, no, maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Have it all reassembled with the balls in it.
Okay.
I reckon.
See how we go.
Right, that's nice and clean. Well, 90% clean. Okay.
It's as clean as it's going to get.
It is. Right, just
And the balls as well.
yeah, clean balls is always a good idea. think we might. Oh no, we can do it here. It's a bit easier at this place. Doesn't look too bad in there actually. It's a shame we wrecked the car. Right, I think we're there, aren't we? That's all of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, so reassembly time. 1 cage, you need that, and the inner race. So you've got to essentially, now what's important is that we get this the correct way round. And
That way.
was it that way up? Yes, it was. That's
Yeah.
why I've been bashing it. Look there, look. Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to. I think the cage isn't sided, so it doesn't matter. So you can reassemble that in there first.
Okay.
All right. And then when we put it in here, we've got to twizzle it round to the right place. You've got to show the people. Whilst concentrating, whilst putting it back together.
Here we go.
Oh man, that was so quick! All right, so what you did, just to get it out again, was you get one of these 6 sort of lands, these lumps here,
Yeah.
between the grooves where the bearings run, and you hooked one of those into this one of these oblong squares, something like that.
Yes.
You hooked it in there, and then once it was in, you turned it around,
Yeah.
and then it stays in, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Okay. Right, so the same thing now into the chalice. We call this bit the chalice. If you're English, we do anyway.
This way, right?
Well, once it's in, we can twizzle it, we can spin it
Oh,
around
okay.
anyway, so it doesn't matter too much, but
Here you go.
as long as we know at the end. So how does it go in? How did it come out, remember?
This way. And then on these 2 big bits here.
That's it, yep. Now you're a fast learner.
There. Right.
Yep. So to give it a wiggle,
Oh.
there you go.
Haha!
That's it, so turn it 90 degrees. You're in, look at that.
Yes.
And you've got the right way up. You are a genius. Okay, so the next job is to put the ball bearings in. All right. So
Exactly.
the first one's always the easiest. So grab a ball bearing, pop it in there. It's a lot easier with no grease in there because you can see what you're doing better, can't you? Give it a push, and then it should drop down that groove. And then just rotate it round. Pop the next one in. Not that hard when you know, but I tell you what, when you don't know, you can be there for hours trying to work it out.
Yep.
I know,
Yeah.
I've been there for
Yeah.
hours trying to work it out. That's it.
Next one. There's no synchros. Does it need to be in a...
No, they can go in any of the holes. That's cool.
Oh no.
Was it close? Yeah, you got it. You're all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I just didn't hear a click and freaked out for a second, but we're okay, everyone.
That's it.
And then that should come down.
Yeah. And then I think you got one more to go, haven't you?
Yes.
And you can push the inner race if you want,
Yeah.
rather than the cage, if you find it easier.
Don't want to grab one of those.
No.
So you can take this, push that bit out.
Yeah, you just push it a bit further down with your finger. There you go.
Oh.
Because the last one's always the hardest to get in, because everything's tight then.
Voila.
Bloody hell.
It's all
All right.
pretty good.
Super. Right, so for one last chance, because we're all nice and close up now, can you take them back out?
Okay.
I'll just get this screwdriver a little bit cleaner for you, because it's absolutely... You've got some tools to clean, girl. I'll tell you right there. There you go. See if you can pop all the bearings out and just take the whole thing apart in one go. And we're going to time you, so I'll tell you when to start. Ready, steady, go. I'm going to time Tool Girl Hannah and see if she can beat you. I bet she can.
See how
Right,
we go.
10 seconds.
Already?
Yep, already 10 seconds gone.
Oh, Jesus. Oh no.
Oh, you're losing time now. Don't panic. Just go with the flow. You know exactly what you're doing.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, that gave me a fright. Okay. We're okay. And get out of there. Get out of there. There we go.
Oh, one more ball to go.
Haha.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Okay, you're at 46 seconds. 50 seconds.
Come on. It came out last time.
Remember the square, you got to line
yeah.
the square up. Then he comes out on the squares. Oh, that's 1 minute. So close. Yay! 1 minute and 6 seconds. That's fantastic. Good job. 1 minute and 6 seconds. Bloody good. I tell you, I reckon I couldn't do it in that time. That was really good. And I think the extra oil makeup that you've got on your forehead just adds to the whole.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good for your pores.
I bet it is. Well, it probably isn't actually. It's probably really bad. But anyway, so we've got the joint back apart again. So we need to reassemble it this time with some fresh grease. Now, I know I said that this is scrap, but hey, let's put it together properly. And since Tool Girl Ali has got it so well mastered, I think it's only fair to show how to do the job properly, as if you're actually reassembling a CV joint for proper on a car to be used. So we need a tub of grease. So what have we got? Show the people what kind of grease we've got. Go on, you got it out with the camera. Take it nice. Yeah, look, we've got some. What is it? That stuff. Vertex. Some Vertex lithium grease. Big tub. Not contaminated just yet. So we're going to use some of that. How confident do you feel about reassembling with grease? Because you can't quite see as much stuff when you're all covered in grease.
Very confident.
Oh, I like that. A confident woman. Right, let's do it. It is definitely grease, believe me. Okay, well, do your thing. So you've got to put a dollop of grease down in the chalice first. And I've had a quick look around. This is in really good nick, by the way. There's hardly any kind of damage on the race, or on the cage, or on the race. So it's definitely well worth this thing going back together again. Okay, dollop of grease down there. Try and get it into all the grooves where the ball bearings run. That's the important stuff. So those are your bearing surfaces. This essentially is the outer race for the ball bearings.
Yeah.
Cool.
In there.
Good job.
Done.
Right, so whilst your hands are all covered in grease, you've now got to reassemble that bit and stick it in. So if you reassemble it and then pack it with a bit of grease and then stick it in there in the chalice. It's not easy when your hands are sticky, is it?
It's never easy. It looks like it just like fell through or something.
That's it, so you've got to turn it 90 degrees now.
Ah, yeah.
You got it.
Turn, babe.
I think maybe you've just got to, hang on, let's have a little look. Oh yeah, you're not quite in this side, like you
Oh,
see.
that's why.
You jammed it, woman. Oh my word.
Uh-oh.
There we are.
Lucky it's greasy.
Yeah. There you go. Right, you're in. So pack a bit of grease into that unit. Again, you're looking for where the bearings are going to run. So in these grooves, that's it. Now, usually when you buy a new CV joint, it comes with special CV joint grease in a sachet, and you build the whole thing up, get it into the joint, and then you squidge the last bit in before you put the boot on. And it's probably slightly different grease what we're using here, but this is all we've got kicking around. It's more for demonstration purposes, so feel free to comment on exactly the chemical compound of grease that we should be using for this job, just so that everybody else knows.
Pretty packed on there.
That was pretty good to me. Okay, so back in the chalice this time. So good.
Yeah.
And it's the right way up. Fantastic. Okay, so now you just got to pop your balls in. There you go. Right, there's your first one.
Do we need to grease the balls?
No, I would just pop them in, then we'll pack some more grease in once it's in. There you go. Just line it up with the groove.
Yep, there we go.
Perfect. I'll just rotate it around for the next one for you. Be a bit easy, won't it? There you go.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh my word. Should be right. The bench isn't that dirty. Right, and the next. And another one. Oh, this is too easy for you now, isn't it? Now that I'm helping.
Teamwork.
It sure is. And the mechanic channel's all about teamwork. One more in there, look. Will it fit?
Yes.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Right, so a bit more grease now and just sort of fill in all the gaps with some grease. Not where the shaft goes, but all around here, look, and the inner race. That's it, just sort of push it down and work it in so that it goes around the bearings.
Maybe I grabbed too much grease, but okay.
Oh, you can never have enough lube. Okay. I had to get that joke in somewhere.
It was coming.
Jeez, you just lowered the bar. Okay. Hannah's going to kill me now. Right, good job. There you go. One packed CV joint. And really all there's left to do now is to pop the shaft back in. The half shaft back into the joint. So, grab that. And it's the end. This one has that. This is the little circlip that causes all those problems on the video that you haven't seen yet. Where basically if I can try and highlight that, see actually. I think what happened on the last one is that got pulled out of the groove like that, and it was trying to come off.
Yeah.
But of course, some of it's still in the groove.
Yeah.
So then it has to basically cut through to get it off, and that becomes a real mission. What should happen is when you hammer it, hammer the joint, give it a tap, that should compress into that groove.
Yes.
And then the whole joint just slides over the top. That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, but
it didn't happen. Right, so now you just line up the splines. So if you hold that, and then...
It's just looking at the hammer.
Yeah.
And we're back.
And we give it a little tap. And I'm going to use a bit of this bit of rod because it's not going to damage the shaft then, because it's nice and soft. That's it.
Beautiful.
Done. See, it's locked.
Cool.
And then you put your new boot on and your new clips, and away you go.
Yeah.
And there is a video showing you how to fit the clips properly on a CV joint, and I'll put another link to that at the bottom of this video. Wow, good job. Splat. I like that. You did a fantastic job. We really sort of salvaged this video. It was great.
Good. It was
very impressed.
Very enjoyable.
Wow, I've really enjoyed this first video with you actually.
I did too.
I think you've done exceptionally well, and you work very well to the camera. Yes, I'm sure the viewers will also concur, good word, they will concur with my thoughts that Ft.Tool Girl Ali will be a fantastic addition to the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel, definitely. Right, sign off time. So, Ali successfully rebuilt a CV joint. She stripped it down, cleaned it all out. We didn't do too much of an inspection, but there is a video doing thorough inspection of the internal components and problems that you can come across and why those problems occur and how that clicking noise is made in the joint. And they're not really a serviceable item, but it's actually interesting to take one apart, see how it works.
Definitely.
The puzzle element of putting it back together again.
Yeah, it definitely is a puzzle.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's not often you get that kind of thing on an automotive level where it looks so weird when you first see it. It's like, how on earth does this thing come apart, you know? But it's fun. So if you've got an old CV joint at home kicking around, give it a go. Pull it apart, see if you can get it back together again. Most of you might survive and be able to do it. Who knows? If you've got a stubborn one like me on the previous video that you haven't yet seen, you may not be able to get the CV joint off the shaft, and you'll just walk away in a fit of fury and never want to go anywhere near a CV joint again in your entire life. Yeah, been there, done that many times, but I came back, and it's all because of Ft.Tool Girl Ali. She said, "Hey, Andy, we can do this video. Let's do another one and choose a different half shaft." And we did, and it worked. So,
yeah.
Perfect. Right, so we need to swap sides. There you go, you're over here, look. Okay crew, well if you enjoyed the video, why not click on the subscribe button. You'll see a little gear icon turn up. Click on the gear icon and then you can tick the box and turn on notifications. You'll also find me on
Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus and Twitter.
Bloody good, so professional that, wasn't it? Well done. Yes, so feel free to communicate through any of those portals, but first point of contact, if you don't mind, through the comments on YouTube. Now there's also a new or semi-new Patreon page. You can drop onto there, read all about how the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel came to be, and it wasn't really very planned, it just sort of happened. Up and coming projects as well, and if you fancy donating to the Andy Mechanic channel, then you can do that through the Patreon page. Well, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Ft.Tool Girl Ali.
See ya.
See you around, crew. Over and out. Oh my, Hannah's going to be really jealous of you now.
Sorry.
Jeez.